Hello, my beautiful viewers on E360. How are you feeling today? I am over the moon. I am over the moon. It's my third recording today, so I am truly blessed with so many amazing people in my life, in my community. I want to do a shout out to all the Diamond Beauties forever. Our group is 3 years old and it is just an inspirational group. And I want to do a shout out to all the Mrs. Spots. Thank you so much, my beautiful Mrs. Potts, for keeping the space, for being the host of amazing diamond tea parties, where any lady can from the Diamond Beauty Group can phone in to this half an hour beautiful sessions to be seen, to be heard, to have laughter, to cry together, to feel they belong to something. And then thank you so much to my beautiful Tanzanite heroes. So what does inner peace mean for you? Sometimes we hold on to something. In hindsight, we can see that we really could not change anything. That we could not do it, but we hold on to this. So today, if I can do a 360, and here I go, 1, 2, 3. If you can let go, and you can get inner peace inside of you, go inside of you, then your life will be a little bit better, actually a lot better. I love that story of Inside Out. I don't know if you ever saw this, the first one, Inside Out. We've got all these amazing emotions inside us, and we can decide, are we going to have joy more in our life than any other of the others? So how can we create inner peace? So I would love to have my guest is going to come and inspire you. But before we bring the guest in, I am going to play my beautiful Jose Escobar's video. He's the sponsor for the show. My beautiful Jose, thank you for allowing me to continue. Here we go.
Is Jose Escobar. I live in Washington, D.C. area. I'm a family man. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. I have communities. I support people. I'm a servant leader, and the list goes on. And I'm primarily the CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. That's my bread and butter. That's my core offer, right? That's where I put most of my time and energy. And the Connected Leaders Academy is a growing community. It's a tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. We're now over 350 plus members, 42 states across the US, and 17 international countries. If you're an entrepreneur out there that's looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more money, more clients, right? This is the community for you.
My guest is here. My guest is here. I'm truly excited to have all this amazing guests today. And I know that there is going to be sparkles and golden moments that they will be sharing with all of you. So, my beautiful Linda, if I can please ask you to introduce yourself and also tell us where you're from.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here today. Again, it's such an honor, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share. I am Linda Barris. I am from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I am in a space in my life where I am exploring all new things. I am a two-time cancer warrior and currently traveling and through the experience of stage 4 cancer right now. And so universe has brought me this opportunity to be able to start fresh and new. So all titles, all societal names and everything else have gone out the window. And I'm just here as Linda sharing my story of resilience and self-love and ultimately inner peace.
I love that. Thank you, my beautiful Linda. Thank you. My beautiful Sean, can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Hi, absolutely. My name is Sean. I'm from Eastern Ontario, Canada, about a 2-hour drive from Toronto, Ontario, and I've gone through quite a huge personal transformation in the last 4 years, coming from a very masculine dominant background in construction and volunteer firefighting, and an old mindset, and a way that I felt I had to show up, and an attitude I had to maintain because of where I came from or what I did for a living, and to challenge that in the pursuit of being better for myself and encouraging others. It's been a journey, and I'm trying to share to the person that I used to be and anyone that can relate.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sean. My beautiful Ayana. In our future, back to the future, please introduce yourself and let us know where you're from.
So, hi, I'm Ayana Dixon, and I am from New Zealand. And so, yes, we are the first to see the light in the world. And I am a mother of 3, a grandmother of 2, and I live a creative life. And I'm a fairy queen. That's my name, Fairy Queen Ayana. And I create great big pictures in the sand and do ceremonies and rituals. And that's the way that I bring love and joy into the world, is having this incredible canvas on the beach every day that I can draw on, that then, the tide washes it away and I get a whole new one the next day. So I live a very magical life. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Wow. And I'm going to see you in at the end of this year or end of November, and we're going to do your magical drawing on the sand. But we're going to talk about that in a little while, because I wanted the viewers and also our beautiful guests to hear what you're doing. So we will definitely, I'm going to ask all of you how you're serving the world, and then we will get to that. My beautiful Mo, oh, I love you. I love your voice. I love you. Please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
So I am Sharon Thomas, aka Big Mo, because I bring a message of empowerment everywhere I go. I'm coming to y'all grateful for the opportunity to be on here from the great state of Knoxville, Tennessee. Um, just love traveling and speaking and sharing my story of I was in a traumatic car wreck when I was in the Marine Corps, and I lost my identity trying to prove that I could outlive my scars. But now I travel the world speaking into men's life the importance of knowing and understanding their identity in Christ. So that's what I just love people.
I love that, Bo. Thank you so much. And my beautiful guests and my beautiful viewers, everywhere I am going to post, I'm going to send out the advertisements. Please follow my guest. And also in the show notes for E360, please go down and go and follow my guest and follow Mo, because every day he does a beautiful going live. And if I see Mo is going live, I will leave. If I'm not recording a show or busy with something else, with a coffee chat, I will click on and I will go to Mo, because Mo, every time your messages is beautiful. Thank you for doing that. I'm going to bring in Natalie. I hope the internet allows her to come in. Oh, Natalie, I'm bringing you in. Okay, I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Oh, talk to us and tell us where you're from. It's also here at the back of my back studio, unstable connection. Let me see if you can hear me and if you can speak. Natalie? Oh, no. There's something wrong. On shame, Natalie. You are trying your best to come through, but we cannot hear you. So, Natalie, take a deep breath, and then we will see if we can bring you in again. And my beautiful Linda, can you tell us what does inner peace means for you?
Oh, I would love to. This is a question or yeah, been working on figuring this out over the last 6 to 8 months. Inner peace ultimately for me isn't about doing, it's about being. It really is the way of life for me and for us. It's just that profound sense of calm and acceptance that emerges after or through times of fight or flight or survival. It's within. It's not even going within. It's within us. And I've always shared, with mentor, as a mentor, as a coach, as a teacher, I've shared, finding your magic within, and that magic within is our inner peace. It is the peace that allows us to have the grace and resilience in our everyday, building ourselves as a sacred space and having that true essence and authenticity, being able to embrace all aspects of our journey in mind, body, soul, spirit. That to me is inner peace. It's trusting everything that is around me and in me, through me, all those connections.
Wow. Thank you for holding this space, my beautiful Linda. I quickly typed to Natalie and said that we will do a link tomorrow. We will test it because it doesn't help. She's coming in and out and we cannot hear and she cannot participate. So my beautiful Linda, inner peace is such a big thing. And sometimes people think it's just how easy for you is to get into that inner space. Do you talk to yourself? What do you do to go into your inner wisdom, if I can call it like that?
Yeah, going into the inner wisdom isn't always, it gets to be easy, right? We all want it to be easy. Mindfulness meditation is my go-tos. Finding myself in that breath, finding myself pulling in, letting go of any surrounding energies that might be blocking or trying to hinder, whatever, letting those voices go, reframing my thoughts, my words. And it could just be in that snap of a moment that those negative, I've got my glasses too, thank you. Bringing in those, just it really excites me when I get I am going to call it a negative thought. When a negative thought comes in, and being able to realize that doesn't need to stay and I get to reframe that. It gets to go. I get to acknowledge it. I don't have to be all brokenhearted and, go into that fight or flight or the self-sabotage that I have been through before, that some of us go to in our humanness. But it's pulling that breath in, pulling myself back, acknowledging and accepting that I am human and I get to have those opportunities and see where that takes me. It's coming in for a reason. Wow, how am I going to use that to move forward?
Wow, beautiful. So my beautiful guest and the viewers out there, if I get goosebumps, I put on my heart-shaped glasses. I just now see it's actually a little bit dirty, so I must clean it. But thank you so much for that, Linda. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you, how you inspire. Remember when you went to Egypt, everybody wanted to see what you did in Egypt and what are you going to do. So thank you so much for inspiring us. I really
It's such an honor to share. And that's in Egypt. When I was there in April, that was one of the messages that I did receive, is that I get to share my story. Not just the cancer, but I have 8 still counting 8 near-death experiences in my life, and being able to still continue with resiliency and self-love and that ultimate inner peace is just, it's so magical to me. And I get goosebumps every time I share my story and the ahas, the realizations, the connections that I get to make with others. So having this opportunity has been so huge in my life.
Wow. Thank you. So I'm going to go to Sean now, but when I come back, thank you, Ma. When I come back, Will you tell us one of your stories? Okay, but I'm going to go to Sean now. So, Sean, can you please tell us what inner peace means for you?
Me, because the nature of my journey is as everybody else, I like to pull from a place that I used to be, and inner peace to me would have always been, up on a mountain somewhere alone, and not something that I felt I could get. And inner peace to me now is definitely something more controllable. It's something that an environment that we can pull. It's a place that we can go mentally. It's like Linda said, it's just removing a certain thought or a certain feeling, and then being more in control of how we are relating to a moment or something that maybe used to trigger us. It's to me, inner peace is about giving ourselves the tools to react properly to a moment that puts us more in line with who we'd like to be, or the kind of person that we would like to become. And as much as who I used to be wasn't someone that felt that inner peace could be achieved, it's a lot of my work to change that mindset and to change that direction, to know that it's a lot of our control and something that any one of us can achieve.
I love that. That gave me goosebumps. Thank you so much for that. How easy is it for you to use your tool to go into that inner peace, that inner wisdom?
I think, like anything, I just thought that it was something that came natural. A lot of the things I was working on and still working on, it was like I knew what I had to do. I had to do it, but that was just what I told myself until I learned how to do the things, until I learned about removing negative thoughts by just catching it in my mind and getting rid of it. Did I really know how to get through to myself to get to that point? So, once you start to learn these things and realize how much you can control it, it becomes easier.
I love that. That's before before I go to you, just want to add on to something that Sean said. So in the beginning of my 5-year journey, I had a lot of hamster wheel running around. So I lost 165 pounds or 75 kilograms. And that oh, thank you, Linda. That first year, well, more than first year, that hamster was running all the time. So I made a decision as well, my beautiful Sean, to love myself, to start loving myself, having a relationship with myself in the mirror. But I also did, if that hamster had come a second time around, I tell the hamster, listen here, buddy, you are going to Jack. And then when the hamster come around one more time, I said, that is now enough. Hit the road, Jack. I don't want you no more. Hit the road, Jack. And can you believe it? Then that hamster literally left me. And that's how I could continue on my journey. So thank you so much for reminding me about Jack. Thank you, Sean.
No problem.
My beautiful, I will unmute you, my beautiful Ayano. Can you tell us what inner peace means for you?
What does inner peace mean to me? This, right? The pause. The pause. Taking the time to take a breath and tune into your heart.
And Ayano, I need to say something to you, and I was going to ask you another question. So my beautiful viewers out there, look what Ayano did. She just take a breath, put her hand on her heart, and close her eyes and breathe. Do you know what that is?
That was easy.
That was easy. That was easy. Anybody can do that. Wow. That's profound. Thank you. Now you can go. Oh, sorry. Now you can continue. Sorry, my guests. Sorry, my viewers. Oh, luckily my glasses didn't break. My Ayana, you can continue.
Sure. Yeah, it was right. And that's how easy it can be, right? We can make these things complicated, but also it all depends on our journey. And as other wonderful people have said, you know, how we choose to look at our thoughts. I work with our special sensitive children, and so for me, there's nothing wrong with these children, right? It's my stuff, and so I do a lot of work on myself and on my nervous system. And every time that I have a shift in my nervous system, a different child will come to me. You know, like I am being shown all the time how when I make the changes with myself internally, that it is shown externally. And so, so inner peace is that taking that moment and doing what you love, I think, you know, like that's the really important thing to me. So, and not having to fit into a box. And because like my meditation is a moving meditation, it's walking in the sand with a rake, you know, that's my meditation. And I might have music on and all of the things that aren't the sitting still, having your hands like this, all or whatever, and not dissing any of that, but we all have our own unique individual ways to do that, right? And it's the journey is finding what works for you.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for the glasses, Linda.
Yeah.
Linda, remember, if there's goosebumps moments, put on glasses, put on glasses. I think sometimes, Ayanda, people makes life a little bit complicated. I remember when I was in my head all the time, especially during the first 3 months, I had to chew 28 times before swallowing. Oh my goodness. Before I could think, before even 13, then the food was gone. And I got frustrated with myself. And then I decided, no, Sanet. So every time I'd swallow too first, so I gave myself a time. I said 15. If you swallow before 15, you have to stand up and dance.
Yeah.
Then I started, and then I did take the next bite, and I made it fun, and it was easier for me to do that. So I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, my beautiful one. I'm going to keep you unmuted because I don't hear any noise anymore. My beautiful Mo, can you tell us what does inner peace mean for you?
So I see inner peace as like I love to eat, so I think about like a combination pizza that has so many different ingredients on it. So inner peace to me is like so many different combinations of what I need at that moment for it to come out. Just to name a few, like inner peace to me could be self awareness, where I know what it takes to interrupt my peace or give myself peace. Inner peace could be mindfulness or meditation. I look at the word of God where it says Joshua 1:8 says just to meditate on the word day and night. Inner peace can be forgiveness. We know a lot of people say unforgiveness is like drinking the poison but waiting for the other person to die. Inner peace can be gratitude. And we know, and I'm always turning back to the word of God. Gratitude, like First Thessalonians 5:18 says, in all circumstances, give thanks, because this is the will of the Lord for your life in Christ Jesus. So when you learn how to meditate on the word of God, you can even shift over to Philippians 4:7, where it says, the peace of God that surpasses all understanding. So that inner peace, like I said, could be a combination of anything, whatever you feel like you need to dig into to find that peace at that moment.
That's so beautiful. My beautiful Mo, may I ask you a big question?
I'm open.
Do you know what I'm going to ask you?
I got a pretty good idea what you're getting ready to ask me.
Will you do a snippet for us on Amazing Grace, please?
Yes, ma'am. Amazing Sing praise, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was but lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Well, it is beautiful. Wow, Linda, did that move you?
I have tears. It was beautiful, very much moved me. Thank you for sharing that, your voice with us.
Wow. So ladies, when Mo came in, I said he's got a special gift. It's his voice. And he sang the other day as well, and all of us were in tears. Mo, your presence, your voice is truly magnificent. Sean, did you like that? Oh, you can unmute yourself and stay unmuted.
Yeah, sorry, that was great, Mo. You did a great job. It was a very great voice.
To God be the glory. I appreciate just the opportunity just to share the love of God, the love of Christ, because that's who I represent. I always say grace is my reset button, no matter what the situation is.
Janelle, did you love it, Mo singing?
It was a beautiful gift. Thank you, Mo. It was beautiful.
I love that. So, my beautiful Linda, I'm going to come back to you. Will you tell us a story, one of your stories, please?
Oh, one of my stories. Oh, goodness. I was not quite expecting this. One of my stories. I'm going to talk about this most recent journey with cancer. So I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in February. I was in the hospital for about a week. Looking back over the last year and a half, 2 years, I was asking universe, spirit, my higher power for a change and for a shift. And oh boy, did I get that. Definitely brought in the inner peace and just rocked my world, came in fast and hard. And this reconstruction, remodeling within my body, I've so learned inner peace and resiliency and self-love at a whole new level that I never expected, and allowing myself to slow down, to take that pause and to take that breath, and just relish, just take in everything in that is around me. It's given me new eyes to see, new perspective in everything, no matter how big or small it is. And it took me to Egypt, and that healing experience there was so powerful, and so many spiritual happenings, just all of the messages, all of the downloads, all of the information that I'm receiving, whatever words you want. Like it's been so profound, having the messages and the connections and the confirmations of what my next steps are in this world. And a lot of it is beyond human words. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around some of the experiences that I have had, and just really blessed to be here to share and to be able to connect with others. So,
wow. Thank you, my beautiful Linda. And for me, the courage, the power that you have to inspire. It's like you are heavenly. You are an earth angel. Thank you for that. My beautiful Sean, can you tell us you made a decision to change your life? Was there a D date or a date of no return? And was it easy or was it difficult? And how do you feel now in hindsight by changing your whole life?
There definitely was a D-Day, a rock bottom moment. And I never felt like it was. I always compare to everybody else, but as much as we learned that we can't do that, it was happening, and I look around, and it just never felt like it was bad enough that I had to do anything about it. It was like, oh, there's always something somewhere, somebody that had it worse. So it was like it gave me permission to continue. And at the end of 2020, I just found that my relationship with drinking and overeating, and I was 320 pounds and just miserable, negative. It was a moment that I felt awful and wanted something to change, and kind of didn't really know where. Like I said earlier, it was like I knew what I had to do, but I really didn't. And as January came, I took a break or a resolution to not drink alcohol. And as much as it was the start to be more healthy, I would learn so much about myself. I would open up to more podcasts and books and learning, and just really finding that inner peace, or that person that I was probably supposed to be from the beginning anyways. And I would challenge myself to go 30, 60, 90, 100 days, and then the full year. And in the end of that year of not drinking, as much as I was working on many other things, it just dawned on me that actually it was a friend at work, so a coworker had said, how's it going? And I said, I could write a book. And I was just like, the whole time I was journaling about everything that was a challenge and everything that I ran into in different moments and things that I just didn't know how to deal with, but was too afraid to open up about it, and thought it was exactly what I needed when I got started, was that journal, was that book that I had created. And, if I didn't decide to do that, would I be on this call even talking about that version of who I was and sharing that story for the sake of somebody else that might need it like I did? So it wasn't easy. It was a lot of, learning. It was a lot of, vulnerability. It was a lot of just admitting that I didn't know everything and needed that bit of help, and really realizing that I could do it differently. A lot of that was an old mindset, an old habit structure that I had that just never really pictured myself not having or not using. And then, once I found the tools and the confidence, it became much easier. And I still don't drink, and it's been 4 years later, and I'm down for 100 pounds. And you see this picture behind me. I've been running long distance and just showing up a whole lot better, and for myself, my family, and everybody that I interact with.
Say yes to you, my beautiful Sean. Because a lot of people will ask me, Sanet, give us your diet. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Even the way that you drink water, the way that you eat, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Until today, 5 years later, I am on my Omi. My grandsons call me Omi, that is granny in my home language. And my Xander is my oldest grandson. Till today, I am on my Omi and grandson and Xander plan, because it's a lifestyle change. If I'm not on the plan and I will go back and eat what I used to eat, I will pick up the weight again. Sanet, just give us your diet. It's not easy, but I made a decision to do it, and I can hear the same in you, my beautiful Sean. And I am very happy I have done it, and I can see that you are. And when we had our coffee chat, I felt so connected to you, because we did stuff that was huge. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for being an example for not only your family, but to so many people that you are serving. Thank you. My beautiful Ayana, when did you become you said fairy queen?
Yes.
Yeah. Please tell us about the browser as the
My crown. Queens wear crowns, right? It's my crown. I make my crown. I make different crowns. This one's my grandmother crown. It actually has if you can see it, a brooch in the middle of it. Ooh, this way. Oh, there. That belonged to my grandmother. And so I put it in my crown when I became a grandmother. So when did I become a fairy queen? I have always known I was a fairy all my life. I've just always known that. And then in this journey, especially the last 5 years, I guess, maybe, my marriage ended in 2015. So from that time on, as I really stepped into who am I after being married for 28 years, what does the world look like and everything. And then I really, was like, no, actually, I'm going to embrace this, who I am, because I'm here to bring love and joy into the world. And that's what I do. And I play. That's what I play. I get paid to play, that's how I roll in the world. So, and then at the beginning of this year, I do a little thing called fairy bottle magic, and it's about finding your higher self name, or I think a lot of people already know they have another name, and it's like part of the expansion that we're all being asked to do in this time now is what else is there for you? Who else can you be? And so I do this special little fairy bottle magic that I talk people through and find their higher self name, or their fairy name, or the dragon name, or their whatever it is. Yeah.
Beautiful. You and Linda must really connect, because you're going to love a golden nugget she's going to share at the end for us. So please tell us why you are doing this amazing. And please, my viewers and my guests, go and look at Ayanya's Facebook page. Her photos of her artwork is incredible. And I mean artwork on the sand. It's incredible. Can you tell us why you're doing the sand work and especially for the low tide? Can you just tell us that? Because the meaning for that, the sea will take it to the world. That was for me beautiful.
So for me, each time I step onto the sand, it's a whole ritual. It's a whole ceremony. I go through a whole process of giving thanks for being there, thanking Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, the four directions and the elements, because we're all part of all of that. That's us. And when you're out there with your feet on the sand, and you can hear the sea and the winds blowing and the sun's on you, you are in it, right? And it's so beautiful, and I'm so blessed that I get to do that. So that's how I start. I always draw a circle, and then sometimes I have an idea in mind, sometimes I don't, and I love that the most when I don't, that I'm just this clear channel for whatever wants to come through on that particular day. And then where I'm drawing now, currently in Christchurch, there's a big long pier, like a big bridge, except it doesn't go to anywhere, that people can stand on and watch and look at you drawing. So the tide comes sideways, and so you get a beautiful opportunity to watch it wash away. But for me, when I hold a ritual with a group of people, I always ask, what's your wish for the world at the end of it? And how I see that is our picture, whatever we've created together, each grain of sand, because each grain of sand is a different stone or a rock from a different time and place, right? So I'm working multiple timelines of, let's just change all this, and we can change it in love and joy. It's the highest vibration. And so I ask people what their wishes are, and I I see it in my mind all like each pixelating back into grains of sand, going out into the ocean, and then appearing on a beach somewhere, and then somebody walking around the corner and going, wow, look at that, you know, and it's what we just created. So that's how I envision it. And I have had that happen. Like I drew a great big turtle, and then a friend was in Mexico and she said, oh my gosh, I was standing on the beach and this turtle came out of the water, you know. So, yeah, we're all connected, aren't we? We're all connected. So,
So I've got goosebumps everywhere. So I love it. I cannot wait for us to do that. I cannot wait to come down to Christchurch from Auckland. Thank you, my beautiful Ayana. My beautiful Mo, can you tell us how you inspiring the people that you in your workplace? Because when you told me, it was so beautiful. And you know, Patch Adam, that movie Patch Adam, I was when you were telling me, I was thinking of that, and I thought, oh Mo, I now even love you more. Please tell us what you do.
So I am a patient transporter at the a local hospital here in Tennessee, and the way I inspire the patients as well as the staff members, when I go in there to just inspire the patients, I may go in there singing or dancing or doing some kind of comedy, just to take out their mind off of what they're going through. Sometimes I may even call them the wrong name, so they can be like, "Huh," and they be like, I was like, then I showed them that I got the right information. So but it takes their mind off what they're going through for a moment. But when I'm speaking to like the staff members, I tell the staff members, first of all, remember your why you started working here. If you have a long day and you feel like the nurses charting all day long, I say, remember that at the end of the day, you get to go home no matter what. 99% of these patients may not ever get to see home again. So you got to keep in mind, if they close their eyes for the last person and you was the last person that they seen, what kind of impression did you leave? And so I've never talked anything negative because I feel like negative vibe hinders a patient's healing process.
Wow, you are such an inspiration. And not only that, you are also going on stage and inspire people from stage.
Yes, ma'am. So even when I'm on stage, a lot of people know that I share my story about the traumatic car wreck, about me being in the hospital almost a year, learning to walk and talk again, a ride in my arm and leg, a trach in my neck for 5 years, and my eyeball was knocked out of the socket and just on the inside of my cheek hanging by a nerve. The doctors couldn't explain how come it didn't just fall off with the law of gravity. So when I speak to the people around the world, I tell them my eye was hanging till they put it back in place. But sometimes in life, when we're going through things, if we can just hang on until we can get back in place. So just grateful for the opportunity. The car wreck didn't happen to me; it happened for me, for opportunity to make an impact and a difference in the world. So,
I totally agree, my beautiful. But I will have to get another glass. Just give me something. Mo, I have to put on this for you.
amen.
Wow, I love it. Sean, I forgot to ask you, how are you serving the world?
I'm serving the world by putting myself out there, by being an example, by changing things that seemed impossible. Because a lot of, including myself, we just feel so restricted by who our parents are, where we live, where we came up, in our lives, and where we went to school. Like I said earlier, where I worked or what defined my role, and none of those things are should define anything about us. We can decide that. My showing up is by doing that for myself, my family, and just giving any bit of inspiration to someone else, and especially coming from the sectors that I was involved with, heavily masculine dominant sectors that maybe these people aren't talking very much. And by being an example, it means that others might find the strength to do their own version of that, and for whatever they're working on or would need to work on.
I love that. So first of all, I have to do a shout out to a few people. So Linda, Robin have introduced me. Oh, look at Mo. Oh, Mo. I love you, Mo. You are so beautiful. So I have to do a shout out to Robin because Robin have introduced Linda to me. And then, so Robin, here's your kissing. And then Sean, Ronnie has introduced me to you. So here is a kissing to her. And then Ayana, Jackie, Foss have introduced me to you. So here's to you, Jackie. And Mo, here's a kissing to you because we are both on the CLI group. Oh, thank you, Mo. And you said you want to have a coffee chat with me, and I said yes. Why not? And we could not make it because remember I was in New York and I could not. And then the next one I was off. I was not feeling well. So when we had our coffee chat, we had such a beautiful coffee chat, and all of you have inspired me. So thank you for what you are doing and making the world a better place. I just want to say I love all of you. So are you ready oh thank you, Linda. Are you ready to be blasted or photographed by the paparazzi? So here's the paparazzi. So now it's time for your golden nugget. So Linda, can you give us your golden nugget? And Ayanda, please listen. Please listen.
I don't know if this is going to be it. So profound. My golden nugget that I share is let your love light shine. You are magical.
Are you ready? You can pose. It's just a pen. I got it in New York with all these buttons from Giovanna. And my grandchildren said, please, Omi, bring your buttons and your magical pens. So, my beautiful Sean, can you give us your golden nugget?
My golden nugget, living fearless, is don't let your past define who you feel you have to be. You can show up however you like, and if you don't like a version of yourself because of whatever reason, then what can we do to change it? What can you do to change it? And most often that's just getting rid of something or doing something that is different than what you used to.
Beautiful. I loved it. Yes, to you. Are you ready for a pose? I love this pen. Sometimes I will just go with myself. My husband thinks I'm not okay. But I have now I've stressed and I need to do something joyful. And that is the easiest way to do it quicker. My beautiful Ayana, can you please give us your golden nugget?
Sure. Mine is your message matters. And I believe that your message matters, yeah. And I believe that we all have come with a message for the world to share in an unadulterated way.
I loved it. Are you ready, my beautiful one?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. My beautiful Mo. First of all, can you tell us Mo stands for?
Mo it initially started off as short for Maurice, which is my middle name. And I just started going by Sharon maybe a year ago. I've heeded it for over 34 years. But it's a whole nother story behind it because I call myself an identity coach. So I had to start putting my first name out there because I didn't want to be a hypocrite. But now Mo stands for either my LLC is Men of Excellence and Associates, and it stands for when I speak a message of empowerment. So
Message of empowerment, my beautiful Mo. Can you give us your golden nugget?
So it's two things that I say this constantly, continuously, every day. One is it does not matter how dark your situation gets, as long as you believe there is always a light at the end of the tunnel because you are the light. And then what I tell people is there is no need to complain. Complaining doesn't change nothing but your blood pressure.
Are you ready for paparazzi, my beautiful Mo? So, my beautiful Sean, you are welcome to ask me what is my golden nugget.
What is your golden nugget?
Are you talking to me, Sean?
Yes, Annette, what is your golden nugget?
Oh, thank you for asking, Sean. My golden nugget is if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. So, can I press the button, Sean?
Yeah, smile for the paparazzi.
Oh, wow. Thank you, my beautiful guest. You are truly amazing. And I cannot believe the beautiful combination and how we inspire the world. And not only will we inspire the people that will seeing live our show, but on E360, the program will be rerun a few times and it will be on for 3 months on my YouTube channel. It will be there till the YouTube is not there anymore. So thank you not only for inspiring now, but we don't even know how many people we and you will inspire in the future. So it's time for me to ask this question, my beautiful Linda, Sean, Ayana, and Mo. Will you have a dance with me?
Yay!
Yes, definitely.
Yes, I
Oh,
will.
thank you, my guest, my beautiful viewers on E360. Will you have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Here we go.
The music is going.
Oh, Mo, yes. Go, Linda. Go, Ayana. Go, Sean.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or swimming in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles, oh, there's magic in that flight. Sprinkle me with fairy dust, watch me take to the sky.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Singing, dancing, soaring high above.